So yesterday we did the build on the Weber Master Touch grill, and today we're going to do our first cook test. I'm excited to do some ribs. So I've gone to my local butcher and I'm just letting these warm up to room temperature now before we do a dry rub on them. Last night I did a dry brine where I just put some kosher salt and left them in the butcher paper overnight in the fridge. So hopefully those have brined up nicely and we're ready to get started on doing a dry rub, and then we'll get things going. These ribs from my butcher are already prepared as far as the removal of all of the excess fat as well as the membrane on the backside of the ribs. So luckily my butcher does that, so I'm not going to go over removing the membrane or trimming up the ribs in this video. There are plenty of videos online on YouTube on doing that already, so I'm sure if you search it you'll find it. So today we're just going to do the dry rub, and then I'm going to walk you through how I'm getting them set up. This is my first time doing it, so I'm looking forward to it. So next step will be to start getting this meat prepared here. Okay, so there's not much to this aside from just basically unwrapping and preparing the ribs. I'm just going to put on some gloves and we'll get started here. So I've just loosely wrapped these back in the butcher paper. So it's just been resting overnight. Just sort of open this up here. Alright, they look good. Nice and moist. The tray is not quite long enough for these, but we'll just make do. Just going to pat them dry. They're pretty good as well. They sweat a little bit overnight from the salt. This will just take off any excess salt that hasn't evaporated or I guess soaked in, and get us ready for some dry rub. So I don't contaminate the go like 6 to 8 inches above. Get the back side first. Don't want to rub. Just flip that over. Heat. I want to get it so that pretty much you can tell by eye that it's covered every bit of the surface, so it's sort of translucent. Just let that probably sit for about 45 minutes. To an hour, just so it has a chance to absorb and warm up a little bit more to room temperature. So I'm going to be adding an ambient probe to my grill, and I don't have one of those clips that you can buy online, so I'm going to fabricate my own here. Here's the temperature probe for the iGrill. You can get the Ambient ones as well, but I'm just going to use one of the neat ones. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fabricate using some parts here from basically Home Depot, a support to keep this probe above the grate while it's running. So it should be fairly simple to just put these together, and I'll sort of work through this and show you as I go what the plan is. So the idea is to start with a nut on each one of these. These are just like an eyelet, a threaded eyelet, which you can get from any hardware store. And try and get these even as far as the height goes. And so we're just going to run it through the grate here. Try and keep it enough away. Go nut and a washer just to create a little height. And basically, a washer. I guess I'm going to get both of these ready at the same time. Just get it positioned first, and then I can fine tune it after. So put the second plate underneath. Basically, what I'm doing is sandwiching this between the grill grates. Sort of see now what that's doing. So I'll just zoom in a bit here. So what I'm doing is creating a rest for this probe to go through and stay above the grate. So just going to fine tune the location and spacing on it here. I don't know if I want them that high, so I'm just going to thread these top ones down a bit more. So keep the probe about, I'd say about an inch off of the top of the grill. Towel here to hold this up while I work on it. There we go. Okay. I'm going to twist it just a bit so it sort of follows the angle of the outside of the grill a bit. There. So you can see now the probe will go through there and should just rest nicely. Keeps it above the grill, not touching the grates. I'm just going to add, and then that's solid, it's not going to move on there, it's sandwiched, and this is all stainless steel hardware, so it's going to be food safe and whatnot in case anything touches it. Just adding a second nut on the back of these to just act as almost as a locking nut so that this doesn't loosen off. Can always come back and tighten it later. So again, sort of. So the probe will come in through the probe port, and then I'll just position it through there like that, and I can even rest this silicone portion on one of them to avoid heat transfer. So there you go, a little bit of a ambient probe hack for your grill. Okay, so we're about ready to get this grill set up and running. So first off, I've got my bin here, and what I've done with this is I have charcoal on one side, and I have my starter cubes, my gloves, and then I have my wood chunks on the other side. So I'm going to be getting that set up here right away. I'll probably start my chimney smoker over on the other grill here. The wax. Make sure I got it clean. Yeah, it looks like I'll have enough room there. And then, so just basically out, just pour about 2/3 full. I'm just going to, I'll do 2/3 in this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to put another handful into the charcoal grease on the barbecue. Put some on the ground here. Alright, so we'll just get this started so that that warms up. There we go. Give that about 15 minutes. Get that nice and hot. And in the meantime, I'll fill the grates about 1/3 of the way so that they're ready to go as well. I'm actually going to get some wood chunks ready here. I think I'll probably do 2 larger sized wood chunks. I'm just going to set them aside kind of in the water pan that I got inside here. I'll bring you a little bit closer so you can see what's kind of going on the inside of this grill. So there we go. So I've just got my charcoal basket set up in a bit of an offset way, so that they're both going to burn on one side of the grill, and then the other side will be my indirect. I'm going to fill this pan with water. For now, I'm just leaving the wood chunks. I'm going to put them probably on just after I put the hot charcoal in. Okay, so I think our charcoal is ready to go, so I'm just going to put on these gloves, get the charcoal into the grill and start getting it heated up here. Alright.
reposition some of them here so they keep burning. Hopefully that'll be enough. It's pretty cold here today. I'm in Alberta, Canada, and it's about 0 today, so it's cold outside. Let's take this wood, just put it aside. Actually, I'm not going to add the wood just quite. Okay, so I'm just going to shut that lid for a few minutes so that we can let that heat up. I'm going to come back with water for my pan, and then we'll get the grill on, the grate on, and the temperature probe set up. Okay, the grill's been warming up for about 5 minutes. I'm going to add, I have a kettle of boiling water, so just to act as a bit of a heat sink and to stabilize the temperature inside, I'm going to add boiling water to my drip pan. It's about 1 liter, I guess that's close to a quart. And again, the whole idea there is just to sort of act as a heat sink so that the grill maintains temperature a little bit. I'm going to add my wood chunks now. So these are hickory wood chunks, so sort of add those one on each side here. Adjustment here. Keep that going. All right, and now we're ready for our grate. So put that on. Again, I just have the direct zone here, indirect on this side. Add this center grate here. Okay, and then our temperature probe. So I'm just going to add this through the little probe slot. Feel this thing heat up, so let's kind of get on it here. I'm just going to run the wire across the side, through that. There. Okay, so our heat probe is in. I'm going to turn the thermometer on. And there we go. So now the next step is to just let this get to temperature. Try and stabilize the temperature on here now, just by controlling the grates. Let that wood smoke up a bit, and then we'll come back and we'll be ready to get these ribs on. Okay, we're nice and smoky here. We got temperature good. This is beeping because I've opened the lid, but we're all set up now. So I'm just gonna quickly hit the grill with just some anti-stick spray, grill spray. Not that I think it'll need it, but just to make sure it's an easy cleanup later. Put our rib rack on. Great. Okay. And we're just going to get these on here now. We'll start with so I'll just take these gloves off. Okay. All right, so we're all set. We can close the lid and get this back to temp, and we'll see how we go. So check back in about 45 minutes and we'll flip them and reverse them, and then another 45 after that. So before we spritz them for the first time, we'll make sure that they've got a bit of a smoke bark, hopefully, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we've hit our first 45-minute interval here. grill's been staying at between 225 and 250. I've had to fiddle with the vents and stuff a bit to keep it regulated and whatnot, but I seem to have got it pretty good between 225 and 250. So I'm gonna open it up now for the first time since I put them on, and we're gonna just flip the ribs real quick and reverse their position on the rack. Okay, so definitely getting some nice color on these. So let's see here. Yeah, they're not too hot. They're hot, but they're not too hot. So just reverse and switch them up, positioning. There we go. Okay, so we've reversed them from their position and then spun them both around. So we'll give them another 45. Everything looks good. I think our charcoal's okay. We'll just let our temperature come back up now, and yeah, another 45, and then we'll do our first spritz. Hopefully we'll have a bit of a bark on them by then, and we can keep them towards being perfect. So that's it for now. All right, so we're an hour and a half in. I'm just about to open this up. We've been steady at about 225 to 250. We're gonna check our bark and just see if we can do our first spritzing. All right, so looking good, looking good. So I think we'll do a quick swap. So definitely have a bit of a bark on those. I think I feel safe doing a spritz. So as far as the spritz goes, what I have here is a combination of some red ale and some apple cider vinegar and just a bit of water. So about half a cup of beer, quarter cup of apple cider vinegar, and a quarter cup of water. So we're just gonna kind of spritz these down. Both sides. Okay. All right, and just checking our coal. I think our coal's okay, so charcoal is good. So we'll just shut her down and give it another half hour, 45. Let it come back up to temp a bit, and then we'll keep right on going. So we're at the 4-hour mark, and the grill's been at a steady 250 now for the last hour. I've been spritzing it every 45 minutes for the past 4 hours with my beer and apple cider vinegar and water mixture. And we're gonna just test it now to see if our ribs are at a point where they can be pulled off and wrapped up. So what we're looking for here is to grab it about a third of the way. And just with the cracks, just like that. So, and it did crack, so we're ready to go. So we're gonna put this on the tin foil and get these wrapped up in the oven for about another hour. We're gonna spray these with butter and coat them in barbecue sauce and wrap them up, and that's it. So we're pretty much done. So this cook is good to go. Hope they're good.